Among the many movements in flexibility training, the split, often referred to as the front or side split, is without question one of the most representative and challenging. Whether in dance, gymnastics, yoga, or other high-level physical disciplines, the split plays an essential role. It is not merely a demonstration of physical flexibility, but also a symbol of willpower, patience, and body control. To beginners, the split may look deceptively simple, legs stretched close to 180 degrees along the floor. In reality, this pose demands a high degree of mobility, flexibility, and stability across multiple areas of the body, including the thighs, hips, glutes, and lower back. Attempting it without long-term, systematic training can easily lead to injury, particularly muscle strains or joint damage. The greatest challenge of achieving a full split lies in the limits of flexibility. For those who are naturally supple, with muscle fibers and ligaments that extend easily, mastering the split may come relatively quickly. For most people, however, modern sedentary habits, lack of exercise, and muscle stiffness limit the mobility of the lower body and hips. In such cases, forcing the body into a split, especially with sudden, heavy downward pressure or external assistance, can result in hamstring strains or even irreversible hip joint injuries. Beginners must therefore recognize that the split is not an overnight achievement. It requires gradual progression and consistent adaptation. From a training perspective, the benefits of split practice are numerous. First, it provides a deep stretch for multiple muscle groups, including the hamstrings at the back of the thighs, the adductors on the inner thighs, and surrounding hip muscles. Over time, this improves lower body flexibility and enhances overall coordination. Second, the split increases hip joint mobility. In today's world, long hours of sitting reduce hip flexibility, impair circulation in the lower body, and may even contribute to back pain. Regular split training counteracts these negative effects by expanding hip range of motion and restoring balance. Furthermore, split training indirectly engages the glutes and lower back muscles, strengthening body control and stability, both of which are indispensable for dancers, gymnasts, and athletes performing advanced skills. Still, like all forms of training, split practice comes with risks. A common mistake is to pursue results too quickly, skipping proper warm-up and jumping directly into deep stretches. Pulled muscles lack elasticity, and sudden extreme stretching dramatically increases the risk of injury. For this reason, warming up is essential, at least 5 to 10 minutes of light aerobic exercise such as jogging, jumping jacks, high knees, or skipping rope. These activities elevate body temperature, accelerate circulation, and prepare the muscles for stretching. Dynamic stretches such as leg swings or lunges can then follow, allowing the joints and muscles to gradually adapt before attempting deeper positions. Another key principle is progressive training. Beginners should not focus immediately on a perfect, floor-level split. Instead, they can start with a partial range, perhaps reaching 120 or 150 degrees, and slowly expand over time. The guiding rule is to stretch until you feel mild tension, never sharp or unbearable pain. If stabbing discomfort arises, it's important to stop immediately. True improvements in flexibility result from consistent, moderate training, not from one-off attempts to push the body beyond its safe limits. The use of supportive tools can also be highly effective. Many dancers and gymnasts rely on props during the early stages of training. Yoga blocks placed under the hands can help maintain balance in the front split, reducing the risk of toppling over. Elastic resistance bands can gently pull the legs outward in the side split, creating progressive tension without dangerous force. For those with limited flexibility, such aids not only lower the risk of injury but also offer psychological reassurance, making it easier to stick with training. Mental adjustment is another critical component of split training. Pain and discomfort often trigger natural resistance, causing muscles to tense further and creating a cycle of stiffness. Learning to manage this response is key. Strategies include listening to music, practicing mindful breathing, or training with peers to shift focus away from discomfort. Among these, breathing is particularly effective. Slow, deep breaths help release tension, allowing muscles to relax into the stretch and maximizing results. It's also important to note that splits are not suitable for everyone. Individuals with pre-existing knee, hip, or spinal injuries, or those recovering from surgery, should avoid extreme split training. Safer alternatives include gentler stretches such as the supine leg pull, butterfly stretch, or pigeon pose, which still promote lower body flexibility while minimizing risk. When practiced consistently and safely, the benefits of split training are profound. For dancers and gymnasts, it enhances technical execution and artistic expression. For office workers and sedentary individuals, it alleviates hip stiffness, reduces lower back discomfort, and improves posture. Over time, it also cultivates patience and perseverance. Achieving the split requires repeatedly confronting personal limits, negotiating with the body, and gradually expanding boundaries. This mental resilience carries over into other areas of life, fostering determination and emotional strength. In conclusion, the split is both a hallmark of flexibility training and a holistic test of body and mind. While its difficulty may discourage some, its rewards are equally compelling. By warming up properly, progressing gradually, using supportive tools, and respecting the body's signals, anyone can move toward greater flexibility. The split then transforms from a daunting challenge into a valuable tool, not only for physical development but also for building inner strength and resilience.